Diff'rent Strokes was on NBC, and it was at CBS, CBS, and the thing that happened was, I found out that I still had another month or a couple of weeks left on my my option for them to find me a series. I know it's funny, but you know, when you're offered a series, you want to be sure it's a good one. You don't want to grab at anything. And something was offered to me that was a lady sheriff, you know, in some western state. And it just didn't ring. And I was postponing. And then I was doing the Eddie Capra mystery at Universal, and I got a call from Jane Murray over at Norman Lear's Tandem Productions saying, would you come over, Diff'rent Strokes there. They have the cast. They have Conrad Bain and the girl and the two boys, but they need a housekeeper. So I went in. I drove over and I was expecting, you know, to read. And they sat me down with, I think his name was Bud Grossman, and he asked me questions. He said, what do you think a housekeeper should be in this household for Mr. Drummond? And I said, well, there are 3 children without a mother, so I guess they need a little mothering, and I think they need a lot of nice attention and a little guidance, but no funny business with them. They gotta be, there's certain rules that they have to apply to. You can't just melt and just love them to death. And I said something like that. I don't remember exactly. And I was waiting for them to give me the script, and they never gave me the script. And then I got a call from Jane Murray, and she said, you have the job. I said, oh my God. Then I found out that I didn't have the job because they still had me at CBS, and they didn't want to let me go. It was Sunday, and I was mulling around. I was at the Valley somewhere, someplace where you exercise and eat, the Oaks or something like that. And I called, because he was so accessible, Norman Lear. I had his number. I called and told him what was happening. And he said, Bud Grant owes me a favor or two. I've done a few for him. You know, he had so many shows, like All in the Family and all sorts of shows on CBS. He said, I'll bet you a nickel I can get you out of it. And sure enough, he did. And I went into Diff'rent Strokes. What a wonderful part.
Mrs. G, we're in trouble here. When you make 36 croissants a day and only sell 3, your business is going down the tubes.
We're just having a lull.
Try a coma.
I don't know what we're doing wrong here, but if we want to keep flying, we gotta go no frills. You know that fancy new digital cash register you ordered?
Yes. I'll cancel it.
Good. Now come in here and I'll show you the next thing that goes.
I hate it when things have to go.
Mrs. G. That goes.
You want me to get rid of Natalie?
The computer you're renting for $160 a month. We can't afford it.
Hey, not so fast. You can't dump Dirk.
Why do you keep calling the computer Dirk?
I told you, at computer camp, they told us to develop a personal relationship with our module.
I don't care if you and your module are engaged. We can't afford a computer.
Natalie and I have fed the whole bookkeeping system into Dirk.
And our recipes, too.
Fine, but if business doesn't pick up in a week, Dirk dies.
A customer.
Hi, Mrs. Garrett. Joe.
It's only you.
I'm that glad to see me.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I was hoping for someone with purchasing power.
That'll be me, soon. Look.
Don't tell me. You mugged the paper boy.
I am the paper boy. Joe, I've gone straight. I'm working hard for the money. Aren't you proud of me?
Yeah, beat it.
I know why everybody is so grumpy today. I heard your business is deader than disco. Where'd you hear that?
It's not true. But where'd you hear it?
Hey, I'm wired. Pete's Deli, a few blocks over, has been getting all of your customers.
What? How? That's a delicatessen. We're a gourmet food shop.
Well, yesterday, Pete put up a new sign that said Pete's Deli, a gourmet food shop.
I knew it wasn't our fault. Pete's moving in on our turf. I'm gonna have to go over there and break his knees.
Joe, leave Pete's knees alone. I'm sure he's not trying to put us out of business. But Kelly, what is he trying to do?
Put you out of business was real close. Whenever a new food place moves into town, Pete copies their product and undersells them.
Is this another one of your stories?
Yeah, but this one's true. When the Armenian food store opened up here, Pete started selling falafel on a stick. Well, good luck. Extra, extra.
Now, girls, let's not panic. We may be down, but we're not out. After all, we're catering the Russell wedding this Saturday.
Mrs. Garrett, one wedding is not enough. My mother shares that view.
I'm gonna go and check this Pete out. Do a little comparison shopping. Drop a few threats.
Forget it. Empty threats aren't going to solve anything.
Who says they're gonna be empty?
That's not the answer, Joe. Business was good. Maybe I got a little complacent. I've been relying too much on my personal charm. What we need is some dynamic, new taste thrill.
Like what?
Like, my famous Wisconsin cheese puffs. They were the hit of the 1960 State Fair.
No offense here, Mrs. G, but big deal. Pete has got your cash flow down to a slow drip.
Not for long. You know what they say, when the going gets tough, the tough get cooking.
All right, we got a crisis here, and Mrs. G is too nice to handle it. But I'm not. We gotta find out Pete's next move and stop him.
I know how to do it. Garbology.
Garbology?
The scandal sheets use it all the time. See, they go through a celebrity's garbage and learn everything about him. That's disgusting. You give me 24 hours in Pete's garbage, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about him, and a lot more. I think I've got a more sanitary way of getting Pete's secrets.
Well, at this point, I'll listen to any idea, even yours.
Pete is a man, isn't he? All I have to do is bat my eyelashes, toss my hair, and reduce him to silly putty.
Just might work, Blair. If he doesn't throw up first.
Are my dozen croissants ready?
Sure as a cow chews its cud. Here you are, darling.
Ooh, I hope these are as good as Edna's edibles.
Ma'am, Pete's Cracker Barrel croissants are to kiss the fingers. And listen, let me let you know a little secret. In every 50th one of these croissants, I done baked a crisp new $10 bill.
Really? I'll take 2 dozen.
You got 'em. Thank you kindly. Another dozen frog rolls.
Oh, hi, you're from Edna's Edibles. I just came in to pick up a few things. I still go to Edna's for all my regular gourmet needs.
There you go, sweetheart.
Thanks, Pete.
Now, y'all come back soon, you hear?
I will. Bye-bye.
So, you are from Edna's Edibles, huh? Well, I'll be your busted banjo string. What's your name, honey pie?
Blair Warner.
Blair? You know, when I was a little boy, I had a pony named Blair. Oh, it was the prettiest little horse you ever did see.
Thank you.
I cried for days when my daddy had her shot for glue. So what can I do for you?
Well, Mr. Pete, it seems you're competing in the same market that we are.
Am I? Well, I didn't mean to. I swear I didn't.
Fess now. You're selling gourmet foods.
Well, that's true. Ain't no denying that. But look here. You people are peddling bratwurst, and that is in deli country.
Tell you what, we'll stop selling bratwurst if you stop selling croissants.
Well, I don't know. Seems like we're working both sides of the creek in the catering business, too.
Well, we can fix that. What if you cater all the cookouts and picnics you want, and we'll stick to the weddings and more formal functions?
Boy, I bet you cook up some special eats for those fanciful functions, don't you?
I'll say. For the Russell wedding this weekend, we're even making Edna's special cheese puffs.
Woody Russell's kid getting hitched? Oh, I remember when she was in pigtails and patent leather. Cheese puffs. Well, Angel Face, you make a lot of sense. You got yourself a deal.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I must admit, you're a lot more reasonable than I thought you were gonna be.
Well, thank you, I reckon. Y'all come back soon, yeah?
Okay. Bye, Pete.
Woody Russell, Pete Dawson here. Oh, can't complain. Listen, Woody, what's this I hear about you hiring Edna's Edibles to cater little Shelley's wedding? You do remember a couple years back, don't you, Woody, when I pulled you out from on that burning truck? Yeah, I thought maybe you would. All right, go ahead.
Oh! I don't believe it. Woody Russell just gave my wedding job to Pete's Deli.
What? Why'd Woody change his mind?
Seems like old Pete pulled him out from under a truck. I'd like to shove him back under there.
How did Pete find out about the wedding?
All right, Pete. No more Edna nice guy. Oh, no. Now, I gotta get those cheese puffs off the back burner and into the oven.
I better go help her. I repeat, how did he find out about the wedding? Blair?
You mean you actually think I told him?
Yeah.
Okay, I told him. It just slipped out. The man is deceiving and flattering. He told me I reminded him of his pony.
Which end? What else slipped out?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing that I can remember.
Blair, that wedding was gonna keep us open another month. Now I don't know what we're gonna do.
I do. I'm going back over to Pete's Deli and spy on his every move. And this time I guarantee you he will not make a fool of Blair Warner.
Why? You gonna change your name?
Maybe.
Where you been?
Investigating.
Oh, wow, wait a minute. What is that smell?
I don't smell anything.
It's you. You're a little ripe.
Well, I've been through Pete's garbage.
Yeah, what'd you find?
Garbage. You guys, I've got something. Wow, did someone die in here?
Tootie was in the trash.
Weren't there any leaves to play in? You guys, follow me. Dirk and I have something big to show you. Come on.
All right, Nat, but this better be good. I'm in a bad mood, and Tootie smells.
Okay. What do you think? About what? This is Pete's data.
Pete's data? What are you talking about?
Pete has a computer, and Dirk and I broke through. Natalie, that's invasion of privacy. What do you call going through a guy's garbage? At least I don't need a shower.
What kind of information you got here?
Oh, everything. His books, his orders. Here's his croissant recipe. Oh, look, he misspelled croissant. But I'll fix that. See, I just correct the word, connect to Pete's computer, press delete, and save, and all better.
Hold it. You mean you can change anything around on his program just like that?
Sure, why?
Do you mean that we could change numbers and screw up his orders and his recipes?
Piece of cake.
Yeah, we'll screw up his cake too. Move over, Nat.
Joe, you're tampering with his computer. That's against the law.
Look, if things keep going the way they're going, Mrs. G is going to be out of business and we're going to be out on the streets. At least now we got the weapon to fight back. All right, Dirk, let's get to work. What do we do, Nat? Oh, thanks for your help, Nat. I had no idea that messing up Pete's computer could be so easy.
Or so illegal.
Will you stop worrying? It's not like we're robbing a bank.
Yes, we are. A computer bank.
Look, I'm trying to concentrate here. All right, we put salt in his sweet rolls, sugar in his sauerkraut. Now let's turn his fudge into sludge. All right, now you press delete, right?
Yeah.
Stop what you're doing! I want you to test my first batch of Wisconsin cheese puffs. Well, what do you think?
Very cheesy.
Very puffy. Very Wisconsin-y.
Very good. Well, go back and do what you were doing. What were you doing?
Playing a video game.
Which one?
It's called Bag Lady. You zoom through the universe collecting string.
All right, now, show me how to get Pete's data back. I want to sabotage his potato salad.
Hold it. Something's wrong. Joe, how'd you shut off Dirk?
I don't know, I just started pressing buttons.
Everything on his disk has disappeared. You've erased it.
Well, I was almost through anyway.
Joe, you erased it for good. If Pete tries to call on one of his recipes, he'll be staring at a blank screen. Well, now you've done it. I read in Newsweek about some kids who got in plenty of trouble for this kind of thing. Great. Maybe we'll make the cover of Prison Life. Thank you.
Oh, these cheese puffs are wonderful. I'll take a dozen.
Oh, you won't be sorry. So, you wouldn't call the Russell wedding a total success?
If I called it a total failure, I'd be kind.
Oh.
Yeah, little Shelley was pretty enough, but the food was the pits.
Really?
Oh, Edna, I could have made a better spinach souffle. It tasted like Pete made up the recipe as he went along.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, it's good to see you again, and have a nice day.
Hi, Mrs. Garrett, girls. How's life in the food lane?
Officer Ziakis, what a pleasant surprise.
Pleasant for me, too. This is the tastiest stop on my beat.
Now that you mention it, why not taste one of our freshly baked cheese puffs?
That's why I mentioned it, thanks.
It is so nice to have our neighborhood police officer drop by on a purely social visit.
Yeah, I'll have to try that sometime. But right now I'm here to lay this silly summons on you.
Summons?
Afraid so. Chief wants you to come down to the station and discuss some charges Pete Dawson made against you.
I don't understand. What have I done wrong?
I've got to deal with the chief. I don't conduct investigations, and he doesn't sleep in my patrol car. He did say something about computer tampering.
Computer tampering?
Yeah. Knowing you, it's got to be a mistake, right? I mean, you wouldn't do anything that could get you 2 to 5, would you?
Of course not. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous.
That's what I thought. You'd be there in an hour, okay? Oh, primo puffs.
Mrs. Garrett's being arrested. I hope you're happy. This wasn't my idea. I'm innocent.
And I'm fairly innocent. I just wanted to take a peek at Pete's data, not tamper with it.
Yeah, well, the three of you better start explaining fast.
Oh, look, he had it coming. All I wanted to do was use our computer to screw up his recipes a little.
That's all you wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, wiping out his whole program was an accident.
You wiped out his program?
Mrs. Garrett, under the circumstances, I think we're more to be pitied than to be yelled at.
What you did was a crime!
I could be wrong.
We are going right to Pete's Deli and beg him to drop those charges.
I am not gonna beg that squeeze. I would rather face the judge.
I don't care what you'd rather do. I'm in charge here. Get your coat. March.
You gonna really enjoy old Pete's coleslaw, buddy boy? Well, it's been named the official side order of the 1984 Olympics. Y'all come back soon now, you hear? Well, now, what can I do for you two lovely specimens of feminine pulchritude?
Hello, Mr. Dawson. I'm Edna Garrett of Edna's Edibles.
My lawyer will speak with your lawyer out of my store. Shoo now, shoo.
You got it. Come on, Mrs. G.
Joe! Oh, please, Mr. Dawson, give us a chance. I want to apologize. Joe here got carried away with the spirit of competition. Didn't you, Joe?
It wasn't competition. It was self-defense.
I don't care what you call it. You're gonna have to pay the piper. Now, skedaddle.
Oh, please, Mr. Dawson. If I had known about any of this, I would have put a stop to it. But now that I do know, I assure you, it is stopped.
Oh, really? Yes. Then why don't you call off Matter Harry here?
Well, I don't know who she is. Blair.
Hi there.
Blair, what are you doing in there?
It's a disguise. I couldn't very well spy as myself.
I will see the three of you down at the police station now. Scat!
Excuse us, especially her.
Oh, red day in the morning. Something is really clearing my sinuses.
I'm proud to say it's me. I made one last pass at his garbage, and it really paid off.
Wait a minute, what were you doing down there? That is private garbage.
Exhibit A.
Mrs. Garrett's secret cheese puff recipe. I've also got her apple strudel and her pasta salad here.
Printed out by Pete's computer. He's been using his to break into ours for weeks.
So, you've been stealing my recipes. No wonder your business is booming.
Well, looks like I'm not the only one who'll be paying the piper. Come on, let's go down to the station.
Now, let's just hold it a minute. There's no need to involve the police. I'd like to settle this amicably.
I reckon you would, wouldn't you? Looks like we've got you over the Cracker Barrel. Now.
Miss Garrett, perhaps I was a bit overzealous. Let me make you a proposal. I will not press any charges if you don't press.
Well, under the circumstances, I think it's a fair solution. Anything to end this war.
Well, the war's not quite over yet. You see, the South will rise again. I'm planning on bringing out a new line of Tennessee cheese puffs.
Well, you just do what you want. I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, we could be just as sleazy as you are.
No, we can't. I don't like the way he runs his business, but I gotta like the way I run mine.
But we gotta get tough.
I am tough. Don't worry. People will always come